Hi, Gemini placements. Welcome to your reading. And remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And I'm going to pull some cards and see what Spirit wants to talk about. Okay, so we have expansion and growth. And Sage, wisdom, purification, and harmony. As well as integration and thoughtfulness. Roots, healthy patterns, early growth, water can, ask for help, sharing burdens, and new beginning. I feel like you learned a lesson, Gemini. Yeah, your releasing burdens is on the bottom of the deck. You could have been connecting with your spirit team, your ancestors. And I feel like there's some type of success that is coming towards you because you learned the lesson, or you're in the process of learning the lesson. Like you're right there. Like there's something that you're about to gain clarity on, and you are instantly going to know what you need to do. And I feel like you're releasing burdens. You're no longer carrying somebody's water can. You're developing healthy patterns for yourself. And I feel like with you setting boundaries and developing healthy patterns for yourself, there's a lot of expansion and growth that's going on with your energy because you're focused on you. And with that comes a new beginning, new opportunities. You gain a lot of wisdom in this cycle as well. And it looks like lavender. It's like, I know it's not lavender, but it looks like lavender in that picture. Sage and lavender. But I just feel like with this cycle, you gained a lot of wisdom. And with that wisdom, you now have peace. Because it just feels like maybe you're the type of person where you have to kind of see something through to see if that really was the wrong decision to make or something like that. So for example, let's say you didn't choose the right job, or you felt pressure to choose a job and you kind of was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if this is going to be beneficial to me. And then the people are like, oh, come on, stay, please. We really could use your help. We're going to give you this, and that. And then you stay on the job, and then you realize like they lied about what they said and it was just trying to get you to stay. So I feel like it's that type of energy. And it could be like with family, friends. It could be with a job. But I do feel like there was something that you saw through and you realized that it was a dead end. And I feel like with you having that sense of knowing like, okay, this isn't for me and I can peacefully let it go, I feel like you're changing the direction that you're moving in. With that, there's new beginnings that's occurring with your expansion and wisdom and knowledge that you gained. This could have been a cycle that taught you self-love and self-worth, because now it's kind of like you're going with what you want. So you could have made decisions based on what other people wanted you to do versus what you truly wanted. Let me get additional messages for Gemini placements. Yeah, because curiosity is on here. There's something that you just had to see through. It was shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was you know, you got in some shit, but it's like with that, okay, now this is a bucket of shit. You peacefully surrender that. You peacefully let it go. You've made effort. You've tried. You're like, you know what, this isn't for me. But I feel like with this lesson, you now know that you have to follow your intuition. So it just seems like whatever this is, or whatever type of situation it is, you will never do anything that you truly don't want to do again. That's what it's giving. So we have cyberbullying. Yeah, like I said, you felt bullied to do something and move in silence. Curious about you and broke ass. Yeah, I feel like this could be a situation that you're moving in the process of moving out of. Curious about you came up, I think, for Capricorn and Libra placements. So this person could be a Libra or a Capricorn that you're stepping away from or something like that, or this person that you're stepping away from or whatever it is. It could just be like, it could feel like the devil, because the devil typically comes with illusions, trying to attach themselves to you. You know, it's some type of energy, you know, whatever it could be for you, that try to literally attach themselves to you. So yeah, like boss daddy and fake flexing. So there was either somebody that was acting like a boss daddy and fake flexing, or somebody, a boss daddy chose, like a divine masculine that's abundant, chose somebody that was pretending to be abundant, like a feminine that acted like they had their shit together and they really didn't. Like they acted as if they had some sense of direction their life was going, and there really wasn't no direction at all. And I feel like maybe, because curious about you, maybe you did something because of guilt, and then you're like, okay, let me see it through. Let me see if it'll work out. And you ended up going from the boss daddy to broke ass because you was dealing with somebody who was not the real deal. Yeah, and I feel like you're fed up because you're realizing this person doesn't align with your morals. And if it's not this could have been, if it's not a relationship, it could be like maybe some type of business deal that you embarked on, that a friend told you to do, because maybe you lost a good bit of money because a friend was like, I have this investment deal that you should be a part of. It's going to be abundant. And I feel like with cyberbullying, this person probably was persistent about it, and you felt guilty, and you were like, okay, well, let me invest into it. Can you clarify move in silence? But it's anything like that, you know, just take what resonates. But yeah, it's like whoever, this person bullied you. Literally, clarifying move in silence is forcer. Somebody forced you into a situation that you truly didn't want to be a part of. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to just see it through. And then you saw it through, and it was shit. It was exactly what you was expecting it to be, but you didn't trust yourself, and you didn't have self-love and self-value. You still continued to put forth effort, and then over and over again, Spirit showed you that it's not real. It's going to crumble. It's not a real foundation. And I feel like whatever this is, you're no longer interested in it. You don't want to be bothered with it. You don't want to be around these people, this person. You don't want to be associated with whatever you invested in. And you're realizing that you chose something or involved yourself in something because of some childhood wound that you had, of feeling obligated to do things, and it ended up being your worst nightmare. And you're just literally wanting to get the hell away from it. I do feel like somebody's still trying to communicate with you, because you got fishing for comments and then dodging bullets. You just getting the hell out the way and moving on. Ghosted, literally on the bottom of the deck. You're ghosting whoever this is, and it's not in the manner of like, you know, just ditching this person and not talking to them. It's almost like as soon as you come up with a resolution and a conclusion, you are out of this person's life or away from this company, and you are never looking back again. So this was a huge lesson for you, because you realize, look there, bottom of the deck, cock blocking. You realize this person or this thing or whatever it is that wants you back has been blocking your forward movement. And now look, unbothered and bad reputation. You already know you know the deal. You know what's true. You know who this person really is. You know what's up. Let me see. More messages for Gemini placements. You see the reality of a situation. You see the truth. Something isn't for you. Courthouse is here, so you could be filing for divorce. Whatever you're doing, you're filing documentation and separating yourself from this person. You could be kicking somebody out. I feel like there's another place that you're wanting to go, because you have privileged lady here in Gemini. And gift. So Gemini, you could be a masculine and wanting to offer something to another person. This true divine feminine here with privileged lady. But I feel like you're concerned about how you can actually do that though. Clarify courthouse. How could you make, it's like you're concerned about making the right decisions to do that, because I feel like this could have been somebody you rejected. And I feel like I said that for either Capricorn or Libra. But yeah, adjudication. So you're just making decisions so you can come back into somebody's life or start a new beginning elsewhere, Gemini. But that's pretty much what I have for you whatever decision you make is going to